Pins suck. Can I just tell you that? So I have this cushion cover from a chair that I want to recover. It was my grandmother's chair. I really like it, but this cover is just not my taste. So I'm going to recover this cushion. I'm going to make a pattern with this cover that it has on it now. So the first thing I have to do is, see how it's sewn on the outside here? It's not real fancy. I'm going to unpick this stitch. I'm going to take this piece of foam out. Hopefully I can do it in one piece and not destroy it. It seems like it's pretty delicate, so I have to be careful. So I'm just mostly putting the stress on the fabric, not the cushion. Okay. And then there's my piece of foam for the cushion. So I'm going to reuse this part because there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. So let's set that aside for now. I need it inside out, so I'm just gonna turn it inside out. Now I am going to go iron this flat because I want it to lay completely flat. Get it? So I'm going to fold this over so it meets, because I only want to make a half pattern because I'm going to do it on the fold. Okay, so I'm going to line up all of these corners and I'm going to pin them so that they're all even. Ow! Pins suck. Can I just tell you that? I'm just going to use this wrapping paper that I got at the dollar store. I'm also going to mark where these are sewn in on my pattern. That way I know where they go. I've got my fabric here that I'm going to use. It's this really pretty floral, and it's not directional, which makes life so much easier, I think. It was in my stash, so I think I got it at Joann's, but don't hold me to that. This is quartered, so I have it folded in half. See, I have it folded in half, and then I have it folded in half again, so that I will have two, so I can cut both pieces at once. So there's two folds here, so this will be on the fold twice. And this piece, I think it's just wide enough for my pattern. So we're going to put this on the fold, and I'm going to pin it down because this paper likes to roll up on me. So we're going to pin this side, and then we're going to line up the fold edge here on this side. And I am using a little bit of the selvage just because there's really not a whole lot of width here, but I want to make sure that I don't accidentally cut off the edge. Now this, I'm going to save these pieces here and use them to make the ties. Now I have 2 strips of fabric, inexpertly cut, but that's okay because they don't have to be perfect. Fold it in half like this, iron it down so I have a line here down the middle of it so I know where the middle is, and then I'm going to iron the sides in like this, so up to the line that I ironed, and then I'm going to iron the other side in to the same line, and then I'm going to fold it in half again, and then I'm going to sew down the edge, and then I'll have my straps, or my ties, I mean, for the cushion. Hey, editing me here, please do not do what I did and put the ties in single. You should fold them in half like this drawing that I did. Now I'm going to take this to the sewing machine and I'm going to sew from this strap, like I'm going to sew this strap all the way around to this other strap. And I'm going to make sure I sew that strap as well, but I'm going to leave this part open. I've got my whole seat cover sewn, and pro tip, if you iron the part that you left open to the back side so that it's like this, it's easier to sew down when you're done. You don't have to fiddle with it as much. So now I want to just clip into these corners here a little bit so that they lay flatter when I open it. It just makes it easier for things to bend if you give it a little bit of ease. So I'm going to do that on all the corners. You don't want to cut your stitch line. I also shortened my stitch length quite a bit because it just makes it stronger, and this is going to get a lot of pressure. I also back stitched over my straps 3 times so that because they'll get a lot of pressure and I don't want it to rip out. Okay, so that's done. Now I'm going to turn this the right way around. just have to stuff the cushion back in and then sew this closed. The whole thing is stuffed, and now I'm going to ladder stitch this closed with a hand stitch because I don't feel like fighting with trying to shove it under my machine, and it's just as fast this way and less stressful. So cue the time lapse while I watch some Netflix. Okay, it's all done. Please subscribe and follow me and like for more videos. I appreciate you watching. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.